Markets are closed in observance of Good Friday today, but Wall Street moved higher this week thanks to increasing optimism the coronavirus outbreak is improving. The S&P 500 finished up the week 12.1%. That's its best week since 1974, but don't let those numbers fool you. All three indexes are still down significantly from their values just 2 months ago. So joining us to discuss, Dan Geltrude, Managing Director of Geltrude and Company. Dan, good to see you this morning. Now, this news that we've seen this past week, it sounds pretty good, but should we be getting comfortable with these numbers?
Not at all. It is good news. Let's take it. Obviously, we've had a great week. It's part of a comeback in the stock market. Why did it happen? I believe that it happened because we have literally the smartest medical minds in the world working on this coronavirus issue. And we're going to see some progress at some point. So I think the market right now is showing cautious optimism, and I think that we should be the same way. I can assure you that it is not going to be a straight up trajectory on the market, and we are still in for some blips, but good news, let's take it.
Dan, I'm very curious about the Paycheck Protection Program, the PPP, that we're hearing a lot about. We know that there's a lot of money out there, but then there's some issues getting to it. Before we get your take on that, Vice President Mike Pence talked about it. Let's listen to that.
With regard to direct payments to Americans, the Treasury Secretary assured senators, and we assure every American, that we remain on the timetable where the first payments in direct deposits will go out by the end of next week.
So money's set to go out as well, but I'm just curious about the small business aspect. How difficult is it to receive this money, Dan? Do you have any anecdotes yourself?
Sure. Our firm has been deeply involved in filling out these applications for our clients, and the process is not so simple, certainly not as simple as it was made out to be. Part of that is because not every bank has the same process. Although the application ends up being the same that goes into the SBA, each bank is doing it differently. Some are more difficult than others. And then, of course, there is the overwhelm in response of applications into these banks, and they simply can't handle the workload that's coming in. So I hope the Vice President is right that by the end of next week, we're going to see funds actually getting into accounts of small businesses. I'm not so sure it'll happen that fast, but let's hope that it does.
Let's hope so. Again, those would be for the people with direct deposits. In the past, they're going to be mailing out the check in May as well, so it could be even a little bit longer for some people waiting for those checks. But always great to hear from you, Dan. Dan Geltrude. He's also known as America's Accountant. Thanks for being with us.